By the end of this video, I'm about to reveal 5 golden rules of stealth wealth you must obey if you ever want to be rich without looking like a walking crypto billboard. And if you're sitting there thinking, what is stealth wealth? Well, I like to think of it as the silent elite, the rich who don't look rich and don't want you to know they're rich. Because let me guess, you've seen that guy pull up to the grocery store in a beat-up Toyota Corolla wearing a $12 hoodie from Target, and you thought he must be broke. Try again. Dude is worth $7.4 million, has no debt, owns 5 rental properties, and just wired $80,000 to buy another rental while you were flexing your new iPhone 22 Pro Ultra Max Super Broke Edition. It's all just a show, and today we're going to expose their playbook. Grab a pen, because your future self will want receipts. Rule number 1, never flex where you eat. Stealth wealth begins with silence. And this is the first point I want you to take from this video, because let's face it, the rich don't talk money, because the moment you talk money, you lose control of the room. Ask yourself this: when was the last time Warren Buffett posted a Rolex unboxing video? Exactly. Stealth wealth operates on a principle called asymmetric advantage, meaning you want to know everything about others while they know nothing about you. Here's the game. You walk into a room. No one knows you've got 7 figures parked in a boring index fund. You dress like you own a thrift store, but the second someone brings up money or investing, you listen, learn, and move in silence. It's the same reason poker players wear sunglasses. Silence protects your position. I mentioned this in our last video. Many of the stealth wealthy will tell you the most powerful person in the room is the quietest. Because the loudest one? That's usually the most broke. Let's go even deeper. Talking about money too much does 2 dangerous things. It paints a target on your back for scammers, beggars, and opportunists. It exposes your strategy to people who might copy or criticize it. The stealth wealthy play defense with their privacy. They don't need to prove anything. Their bank accounts speak louder than their Instagram stories. What not to do? Don't brag about your crypto profits. Don't tell your coworkers how many rental units you have. Don't post your Robinhood screenshots. What to do? Instead, build in silence, win quietly, let curiosity, not ego, draw people in. Real-life example. Meet John. John wears Walmart jeans, drives a 2010 Camry, and takes lunch in a brown paper bag. His coworkers think he's stingy, but what they don't know is he owns the apartment building they all rent from. And every month, while they gossip about who got promoted, he quietly collects checks, reinvests, and smiles. Let me throw an analogy at you real quick. Think of silence like encryption for your wealth. The more private you are, the more protected your financial data becomes. Open your mouth too often, and you just leaked your own security code. Here's a one-liner for you to tattoo on your brain. Silence isn't weakness, it's wealth with a mute button. So if rule number 1 is about keeping your mouth shut, rule number 2 is about keeping your wardrobe broke. Rule number 2, dress poor, live rich. Before I explain exactly why this even matters, let's just start with the facts. Most people dress rich to feel rich. But when you actually are rich, you don't need $800 sneakers to validate your net worth. Stealth wealth rule number 2, dress like you're poor and quietly stack your millions. Why? Because stealth wealth isn't about appearances, it's about outcomes. Look at a guy like Mark Zuckerberg. Dude wears the same gray shirt every day and runs a multi-billion-dollar empire. Look at the tech investor who shows up to a startup meeting in a hoodie and gets mistaken for an intern, then buys the entire company. Clothes don't make you rich, assets do. Let me give you a comparison so you can fully understand. Think of money like a ninja. If it's loud, clunky, and constantly waving swords around, it gets caught. But if it's stealthy, quiet, and disciplined, it can kill the game without anyone knowing. You don't need Gucci, you need gains. Real life example, I know a woman named Anne, a millionaire dentist, wears Costco blouses, and drives a 2015 Prius. She owns a vacation home in the Bahamas. But when she visits, locals assume she's just another frugal tourist. Why? Because money talks, but wealth whispers. Let's go deeper. The smartest rich people dress plain for 2 reasons. Cognitive efficiency. Less time wasted picking outfits means more brain power for making money moves. Strategic misjudgment. People underestimate you, and that's leverage you can't buy with a Rolex. And here's the kicker. Most of the billionaires who wear bland clothes don't do it by accident. They do it to stay out of the spotlight. Because when you look average, nobody asks you for favors, handouts, or partnerships. You're invisible, and that's the point. Bonus tip: if your closet looks like a Pinterest board for flex culture, try this. Buy quality basics. Stick to neutral colors. Reinvest the $400 you were going to spend on Yeezys into an S&P 500 ETF. Trust me, compound interest will never go out of style. One-liner to tattoo on your brain, quiet threads, loud portfolio. This is a topic I'll discuss in the next video. Because if you're someone still looking to master the stealth wealth mindset, it's important that when you finish watching this video, go back and watch our playlist and subscribe to the channel, join the members list to always stay updated on upcoming videos. So now that your wardrobe's humble and your lips are sealed, let's talk about the money itself and why the stealth wealthy never keep it where you can see it. Rule number 3, hide your money in boring places. Here, put it this way. Don't park your wealth where everyone parks their ego. And this is an important point I've been wanting to tell you. If your net worth is tied up in your driveway or around your wrist, congrats. You're liquid in liabilities. The stealth rich know better. They hide their money in boring places. Think index funds, rental properties, tax-advantaged IRAs, private equity, boring businesses like laundromats or car washes. You know, the stuff no one posts about on Instagram, because the best investment isn't flashy. It's consistent. I mean, here's another way to look at it. Think of wealth like a tree. Fast money is the leaves. It grows quick but falls just as fast. Stealth wealth is the root system. Underground, unnoticed, but it's what holds the whole thing together. Real life example. Steve, a silent millionaire, bought a self-storage facility for $600,000. Boring? Yes, but it cash flows $11,000 per month. He doesn't brag, he reinvests. And while others were buying NFTs of cartoon monkeys, he was buying a business that literally stores other people's junk and charges rent for it. Let's dig deeper. These boring places are actually power moves in disguise. Why? Because boring money compounds quietly in the background, while flashy money needs attention to survive. The stealth wealthy love boring because it buys freedom, not followers. It's the slow, quiet drip of dividend payments, the mailbox money from rental checks, the equity buildup in a paid-off duplex. They're not flipping houses on HGTV. They're renting them out to people who watch HGTV. Here's what they never do. Store cash in depreciating assets. Gamble on hype stocks and crypto trends. Obsess over chasing the next 10x meme coin. Instead, they play defense and offense at the same time. Defense, index funds, and real estate. Offense, buying undervalued small businesses or investing in boring SaaS tools with stable clients. The power of hidden wealth. You know why stealth wealth works so well? Because no one tries to steal what they can't see. It's like a financial invisibility cloak. People don't ask you for money, scammers don't see you coming, and you never have to look over your shoulder at brunch. To cap it all off, start by moving 10% of your monthly income into something boring and proven. That could be a Vanguard index fund, a down payment savings account, or even buying half a vending machine route. Your future self won't just thank you, he'll retire you. But it's not just about where you keep your money, it's also about what you never do with it. And that brings us to one of the most savage rules of stealth wealth. Rule number 4, never finance status. To be honest, I don't know why I haven't already discussed this in this stealth wealth playlist, but it's a topic I want to explain to you now. Pay attention to what I'm about to tell you. Never finance status. If you're swiping a credit card to look successful, you're not rich. You're rehearsing for bankruptcy in high definition. Stealth wealth is built on ownership, not appearance. And the moment you borrow money to look richer than you are, you're stepping into a financial trap wrapped in fake leather and stitched logos. Why does this matter? Every financed luxury item you own is a leash. The bank owns your ride. The lender owns your lifestyle. And your peace of mind, that was repossessed the moment you signed that dotted line for a car you couldn't afford. The stealth wealthy know this. That's why they live by the rule. If I can't buy it twice in cash, I don't buy it once. Real life breakdown. Let's say you lease a $1,200 a month luxury SUV to look the part. Meanwhile, some stealth wealth savage is taking that same $1,200, dumping it into dividend stocks, and buying a used Lexus in cash. 5 years later, you're trading in your ego for another loan. They're buying income-producing assets and coasting into financial freedom. Analogy time. Financing luxury is like renting a gold-plated cage. It looks impressive, but it traps your freedom, limits your growth, and eats your future alive. Real life example, meet Carla. She makes $80,000 a year, drives a 2012 Civic she owns outright, and never touched a designer bag in her life. She puts $1,500 a month into index funds and owns 2 rental properties. Her coworker drives a leased BMW and complains about credit card debt. One looks successful, the other is successful. Let's go deeper. When you finance status, you're financing someone else's brand, not your own legacy. You're trading real equity for temporary ego boosts. And worst of all, you're doing it to impress people who don't even notice. Stealth wealth playbook moves: buy assets first, luxuries later, if ever. Delay gratification until your investments are buying your lifestyle. Remember, flexing costs interest. Freedom earns dividends. Quick mental reframe. That $3,000 Gucci bag, it could be 10 shares of Apple. That $900 car note, it could fund your first Airbnb rental. That $2,500 TV, it could buy your kid a college fund seat account. Bonus tip: start by eliminating one finance vanity item this year. Reallocate that monthly cost into an index fund, a REIT, or even a simple high-yield savings account. Watch it grow. Watch your mindset shift. That's stealth wealth in action. One-liner to tattoo on your brain: debt should build your empire, not decorate your image. And finally, stealth wealth isn't just about numbers. It's about environment. If you want to stay rich and quiet, you need one last thing. Rule number 5: protect your circle like a vault. This was a problem I struggled with in the past, but honestly, it's something I had to go through in life. You can't practice stealth wealth around loud people. Now here's a brutal truth I need you to understand clearly. You are your environment. You can have the best stealth wealth playbook in the world, but if you're surrounded by flex-hungry hype beasts who judge your worth by your shoes, it's game over. Why does this matter? Wealth is contagious, but so is financial dysfunction. Hang around 5 people who blow their paycheck at the club every weekend, and you'll be the 6th. But hang around 5 people who talk about dividends, passive income, and tax shelters over dinner, you'll be rich. And probably eating better, too. The Stealth Wealth Circle Test. Ask yourself, can I talk about money moves without being judged or envied? Do my friends push me toward wealth or pressure me to spend it? Are they building something or just buying things? If the answer makes you squirm, it might be time to audit your circle. Real-life example: Derek was a software engineer with a 6-figure salary, but he was always broke. Why? His friends mocked him for budgeting, so he spent to blend in. When he finally switched circles, joined a low-key real estate investor group, he went from paycheck to financially free in 4 years. His old friends are still debating whether to lease or finance their Teslas. Here's another analogy. Think of your circle like a thermostat. It sets the temperature for your habits. If your circle runs hot on spending and cold on saving, guess what? That's your new normal. Stealth wealth circle traits. They don't ask how much you make. They ask what you're building. They celebrate frugality, not flexing. They don't need to be seen. They need to be free. Let's go deeper. Stealth wealth isn't just about hiding your money. It's about protecting your energy. Because what good is freedom if you're constantly defending your choices to people who don't get it? And here's the kicker. Once you level up your circle, the pressure to impress disappears. The flex fades, the grind changes. You stop trying to look rich, and you just are rich, in the company of others quietly doing the same. What to do now? Join a mastermind group or online forum with stealth wealth values. Follow creators who teach ownership, not overspending. Have one conversation a week about wealth building with someone who gets it. One-liner to tattoo on your brain. Protect your circle like your bank account depends on it, because it does. You've now got the 5 golden rules of stealth wealth locked in. But here's the thing. Knowing them isn't enough. You've got to live them. Quietly, consistently, relentlessly. If you follow these 5 golden rules, you won't just look successful. You'll be successful, without ever needing to prove it. Now, if this video hit home and you're ready to go from quiet broke to quiet rich, comment the words, "I am stealth wealth." If you're really about this life, watch the next video where we break down why stealth wealth is the richest money strategy that changes everything in your life. We'll see you over there.